You guys, we are here today to review the Dunkin' Donuts Ghost Pepper Donut. Yes, as well as a couple of our favorite donuts from our local mom and pop Pink Box Donut Shop. And we are joined here by our good friend May.
Hi guys.
She is going to be doing hers from home, which is up in the Bay Area, and we're here in Orange County, but alas, technology. Okay, so we've heard a lot about this ghost pepper donut. Let me show y'all a little closer.
Yours looks different than mine.
What? Oh, it does look different. Interesting. It doesn't look like it's spicy at all.
I don't think it's going to be spicy.
It really looks like it's going to be sweet. Like, for real. Okay.
I'm really expecting, like, red hots. That's what it looks like.
Oh, you know what? It smells different than a regular donut, though. You smell
It smells fruity. Okay, I have no idea then.
Wait, I have milk as as my buffer. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go.
What does it smell like? It smells kind of like cream cheese frosting.
But I feel like it smells spicy. Oh no. I don't. But I get like a woof of like, woo, like that.
I'm not smelling any spice.
Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Wait. There is a spice.
We do. We both have the same reaction. The spice
Oh my God,
right
it's
away.
spicy. Oh my God, it's spicy.
Oh, there you go. There's that kick. Yeah, there's that kick.
I did not expect that.
A little bit.
So the spiciness hit me before the actual like flavor, and then it gets a little bit more intense.
I think that
I did not expect that.
I feel like it's a Mexican, like habanero-ish spice.
Ghost pepper.
What is ghost pepper?
One of the hotter ones.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so surprised. I mean, I taste the sweetness, but it's spicy.
I taste the sweetness too.
Yeah, until it gets on your tongue.
I was not. I mean, it's not that spicy to me. Joyce, I don't know if it's like too spicy for you. It's spicier than I expected, though, for sure.
I think it is. But wait, May, you gotta flip it upside down because that's the challenge, to get the spiciness on your tongue.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and let it.
Oh, that's a thing?
I don't know. I've seen it on YouTube and Instagram, so when you're ready, we'll try that. Did you try it already?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And
kicks more. Super kicks more.
And let it sit on your tongue. Okay, here we go.
All right. Yeah, I feel it more.
Mm-hmm.
What's that flavor, though? I can't pinpoint what the flavor is.
That's yours. No. It's too spicy. It tastes like that addicting, like Mexican candy, like, you know what I mean? Like spice, but then it's like so much more bold.
I've never had ghost pepper anything, so I have nothing to compare it to, but it does have like a habanero kick. Like it kind of like lingers.
It's too hot for me.
I don't know if I like the flavor though.
Yeah, it's different. I don't know if I like it with a donut. I think like
I need to taste it again. I don't know what it is.
You like it?
All right. Well.
It's very like artificial candy taste.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't know that I like it in a donut. Like, I feel like because of the doughiness, you know, I don't think I prefer it, really.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate this. I was very surprised at how spicy it was.
And we also got, look, Pink Box. We got some, I don't know if I can show it, blueberry, sugar, and then I know we got a lot. We also got donut holes, girl.
Okay, I tried to go to a mom and pop shop because all I wanted were donut holes, and they didn't have them.
Can you see?
I want to just grab from the screen.
But, of course, because it's Halloween, I got a little Halloween-y one.
Yay.
Did you get anything from the local?
I ordered the pumpkin one, but I don't know if it's just pumpkin flavor because it just looks like a donut.
Ooh, I'm gel. Pumpkin.
What flavor is yours?
I think it's just regular.
Oh, just like a regular one. It's cute though.
I know it is.
And then I also went to a mom and pop donut shop, and I got a chocolate bar and a sugar twist.
Oh, nice. We didn't have sugar.
So that is way too much sugar for me today, but it's okay. It's Halloween.
It is. And it's not like there's trick-or-treating available, so
I know.
I'm right into this. But this is from the local. So our favorite here local is called DK Donuts. It's in Tustin. We love it. A little further out is like the Donuttery, but I like this one a lot. They've got great croissant sandwiches.
I love mom and pop donut shops. There's just something I can't describe. Like, there's just something about the flavor of like their croissants and their donuts that are really good.
It's good.
I'm gonna try this donut one.
Is that pumpkin one from Dunkin?
That was good.
Oh, was it? I feel like, and not to bash because I know a lot of people love Dunkin' Donuts, but I just grew up with like the local pink box one, you know? Like,
My family's from Cambodia. We know all the mom and pop shops. So that's what I grew up on too. So this is actually my first time trying Dunkin' Donuts. First impression, I'm not a fan of this ghost pepper one. I wasn't expecting to be. This pumpkin one's pretty good though. It tastes like pumpkin bread.
Oh, I love pumpkin.
Yeah.
But I told myself that I would just buy the other donuts from Buffalo.
Support your local shops.
Totally. So you shared with us a documentary. It's a documentary. And we got a chance to watch it yesterday, and it was so good. What did you think? Like, what was
I
your
thought it was really good. It hits really close to home because my parents were born and raised in Cambodia, and came over here for the exact same reason that the Donut King did, which was to flee Cambodia during this like crazy regime, and to escape the genocide that was happening. And so a lot of that narrative like really resonated with me because it's what I've heard from like my family growing up. Like that's what they went through. So it's like crazy to hear all these stories of like very similar situations. My dad's worked at a bunch of donut shops, and so that part of it was really relatable. And I saw my family there. I saw like a couple familiar faces in there, because the Cambodian like community is like super, super tight knit, and so everyone knows everyone. That aside, though, I thought the narrative was really good. Kind of just that rags to riches story was like really interesting. I hadn't heard about him until I heard about the documentary, and I didn't realize that this like donut empire that was created and ran like almost exclusively by like Cambodian immigrants was like started by this one man. So it was a really crazy like American dream success story, coming from a guy from a third world country. So it was really interesting and inspiring to watch.
Man, to be honest, and I'm a little embarrassed because I didn't know about the genocide at all.
It's not something that's widely known. I mean, when they teach you history, it's not something that they really talk about in school or anything. I knew about it firsthand, obviously, because my parents went through it. But if my family hadn't gone through it firsthand, I don't think I would have really known about it either.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like swept under the rug, but it's definitely not something that like is a commonly known thing in history that has happened.
No, totally. And when they talk about U.S. history and and you're in high school, learning about history, I don't think it's one of the topics that is brought up, obviously. But we were also born in an era after everything happened, so that adding that to that, it makes sense that I wasn't aware, but at the same time, like, wow, how crazy, how amazingly inspiring is that rags to riches story, but like how quickly did things turn when he got introduced to, you know, westernized culture and casinos and, you know,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he mentioned in the documentary from when he arrived to the US to when he ran his first donut shop was like the span of 6 months, which is crazy to go from literally nothing.
the timeline was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, no way. But here's the thing, like, nowadays, I don't think that people, well, one, I don't think humanity believes in humanity as much and is very like open and welcoming to like have people live in their homes. Like, I feel like my parents knew that era. I think that happened a lot to Philippine immigrants as well. You know, how people opened up their homes to them. And I think my parents saw the same kind gesture from Americans during that time when they first came over. But like, I don't know that is something that is happening today. So it's just crazy how bad things have evolved. But at the same time, like, it was just really enlightening to hear. That's awesome that your family was in it. Which donut shop was that?
It was BC Donuts in Pasadena.
Hey.
It was like, it's funny because my cousin posted about it on her Instagram. I was like, oh, well, of course, because I knew that her family owned a donut shop. And then it was really fun watching because I saw her face flash on like within the first like few minutes of the documentary. But I didn't realize that her grandfather was Ted's cousin. So he was the one who was speaking in Well, I guess he can't. So everyone was speaking English except for these two guys who were speaking Mandarin. And so
that are always in the same frame together?
Yeah.
Which one is her dad?
Her grandfather, I think, is the one on the right.
Oh, like, I can say this because I'm his cousin?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was interesting watching the documentary because growing up, like, our family either worked in donut shops or knew people who worked or owned donut shops. And so growing up, we did go to a lot of them, and it was like super familiar. That pink box was like a staple.
Oh yeah.
So it was interesting because it's like, in a lot of ways, it's the same narrative across like different families, which is kind of, it's crazy that like this one like specific niche like donut shop business is so like prevalent in like Cambodian communities. And I'd always known that. It was always like a fact that like, oh yeah, if it's like a mom and pop donut shop, it's probably like owned by a Cambodian person. But I really didn't know like the history and why that was. And it's crazy that it literally just stemmed from one guy who didn't even have like plans to like start a business. He was just trying to like flee for his safety. So it was a really crazy story and really inspiring. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it's especially like the Khmer Rouge regime, like the history with like Cambodia in the 70s and 80s isn't something that's widely known, and for that to be like brought to light in such like a positive way to like, he really took his circumstance and he ran with it. Like his success story is insane.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting that that's being brought into like people are now being more aware of it, while also like telling this like amazing story, like success story.
I agree. Using that platform, I mean, everyone loves donuts, and I think it's interesting that you know, like if someone were to see this, like let's just say on Netflix one day, I know a lot of people that don't affiliate themselves with, you know, that type of experience, or they've never had that experience, or they don't know what happened in Cambodia. Similar to me, I just was interested because of the donut part, and then to, you know, obviously supporting you as my good friend and your cousin in it and your family in it. You know, I wanted to know a little bit more, but like, wow, I had no idea.
It's a crazy story. Like everything they were talking about in the documentary about the genocide, like you're working to the bone, like you're starving. Well, I don't want to like give it away. We can cut this out.
No, I know.
No spoilers.
We should cut some of the majority.
Yeah, I forgot that. It's probably gonna be posted. People haven't seen it yet. But overall, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
What are your favorite donuts?
I got straight up for the pink fudge, just a basic glaze, sugar, and chocolate. That's what I.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the classics.
Yeah.
There's something about donut holes that I love more than the actual like regular donuts. Maybe it's like the sugar ratio. I don't know what it is. I always prefer donut holes.
It might be the sugar ratio. I mean, like it's smaller. It doesn't have the hole.
Yeah.
I think for me, when I became an adult and it became a popular thing, I think blueberry, for real, is one of my favorites.
Ooh. I don't think a lot of them have it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
No, you can't compete with like mom and pop donut shops. Like I think that's like one of the few things where like mom and pops are superior.
So good.
Ooh, that's like cakey.
Mm-hmm. Actual blueberries in here.
See, that's the thing. Like mom and pop shops that I am familiar with use like actual fruit.
Mm-hmm.
None of this blueberry extract. Come on.
Come on now. Really? So bad. Well, this is a brunch of champions.
I was gonna say we're gonna get such a like crazy sugar high.
I know.
I'm very surprised, like pleasantly surprised at how spicy it actually was, though. Because I thought it would be like, okay, like red hot, you know, like you can feel the heat a little bit, but it's nothing like crazy. Like you could actually feel it
Right.
pretty quickly.
I thought it would be more of a cinnamon spice. Cinnamon,
That's what I
like,
thought too.
yeah.
I think it's because of how it looks. I also thought the same thing. I was like, okay, this is gonna be very cinnamony. But actually it wasn't. It was, I don't even know what the flavor is. It was like kind of fruity.
Yeah.
But some like artificial, I don't even know.
You said strawberry.
The cream's kind of like strawberry, but there's that kick, that spicy kick.
So is the kick in the donut or is it in the topping?
It's probably in the topping.
It's probably the topping.
So I think this is a thumbs down for me. I don't know. You're going to give it
No.
stars. How many
I
stars?
get it like maybe here.
How many stars out of 5?
Like I said, I have a low bar, so I could go like a 4 or a 5.
A 4 or 5?
I'll say 4.
Out of 5?
Maybe a 3.
From 4, 5 to 3. How about you, May?
I want to say 1.5, but I feel like that might be too low.
Ooh.
So like 1.5 to 2.
Like I said, I have a low bar.
I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say 2.
Do I have to give a star? I'll just do a half star. I don't like it.
Yeah.
The end.
Just a Dunkin' donut with a little bit of spice.
So
Stick to your mom and pop shops. They're cheaper too.
That's
So
the moral of the story. Stick to your mom and pop donut shops.
I may be biased, but I think they're superior.
Yes.
And they're like half the cost.
Oh, yeah, totally.
That's exactly it. That's everything. And also watch the Donut Man.
Watch the Donut Man.
Yes. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye.